That's right, back better than ever. This is the Mike Sevilla radio program. It's going to get me a while to start saying that. The Mike Sevilla radio program. Go check out the new website at drmikesevilla.com. Also follow me on Twitter, Dr. Mike Sevilla, and facebook.com/drmikesevilla. You see the branding. You see the branding there, kids. So yeah. So welcome back to the show here. So I'm working on a draft here. It's not finalized yet, but it's going to be going out Monday. It's going to be going out 2 days from now. All of you who are listening to the program here live and are downloading it on the podcast, I'm going to be giving you a little exclusive preview of what I'm going to be sharing on Monday on drmikesevilla.com. The rough title is Things I Learned during my social media break. And the first thing that I learned is this. But my concern out there was that there was nobody listening to me, there was nobody reading me, there was you don't even know who is out there. And you have all these statistics, you have Google Analytics, you have all that stuff. You really don't have a good handle on who is out there until I left. And I got, as I said before, I got all these contacts from people. And the first thing that I found out is that there is an audience out there, kids. There is an audience out there in social media. They're just silent. They're just people that consume your content. They read your blog posts. They listen to your podcast. They follow you on Twitter. They follow you on Facebook. They're out there. And they don't, show any signs that they're there. They're shy. Maybe they're shy. I don't know. But that's one thing. The one thing that I learned about is that there is an audience out there. And there's a lot of people who never, ever left a post on my blog, never, ever left a comment on Facebook, gave me a thumbs up, any of that stuff. But they sent me an email or they left a blog comment for the first time ever on the post, and they said, "Hey, we're sorry that you're leaving. I have read you for a number of years, and I hope you come back." And people that I've never even met before, people I didn't even know who were there, reached out to me because a lot of people would say, "Hey, forget it. Screw that guy. He's done." But people took the time out of their day to leave a comment and say thanks, and that was very cool to me. That was very neat, and I very much appreciate that. And I tried to reach out to all those people and said, "Hey, thank you for your feedback," and that was very nice. The second thing that I learned, after taking my break is that we wait too long, not only in social media, but in life, to praise someone. To say, "Hey, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job with your blog. You're doing a good job, in life." And unfortunately, as a physician, I see this a lot too with friends and family after somebody passes away. After they pass away, they say all kinds of nice things about them. But why do we have to wait that long? I mean, I'm going to make more of an effort to say, "Hey, you're doing a good job out there in social media. You read a really good blog post, or even in life, you're doing a great job in the community. You're making an impact on patient care. You're making an impact on your family. You're going through a tough situation now in your family, and I just wanted to let you know that you're doing a good job with that." We need to do that more. I know it's cheesy, but we all occasionally need that pat on the back out there and saying, "Hey, you're doing a good job," especially at work. I mean, whatever job that you have, whatever industry that you're in, you're going to have your good days and you're going to have your bad days. And, sometimes you need that person, that coworker, that somebody that, you never even talked to before at work saying, "Hey, you're doing a good job." That's the second thing that I learned during my social media break. The third thing that I learned was I've talked about social media discussions, discussing things on social media in the past on the show and on the blog. And what I found is that in social media discussions, public discourse is dead. There is no discussions on Twitter or Facebook on blogs anymore. There isn't. There's just yelling. There's people just saying, this is my point of view. I'm not listening to your point of view. The only way that, you would be good in my eyes is if you would just totally agree with my point of view and ignore your point of view. So public discourse is dead. But I have found when I took my break that private chats, whether they're on the phone, whether they're on email, whether they're on Skype, they're off of the public forum. Private chats are essential to talk to people, to try to get to know them, to try to get them to know you. And I'm going to make more of a concerted effort. I've started that already. I've reached out to people already. I'm saying, hey, now that I'm back, we should talk on the phone. We should talk on Skype. We should do more than email discussions. I think that's what my future is going to be. Trying to connect with people on email or on Twitter or Facebook private message, it's okay, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be important to me. That's going to be important to me there. So I don't know if it's going to work, but that's kind of a little thing that I've learned. That is the third thing that I've learned. And the last thing I'm going to share with you is number 4. And number 4 is this: the personal brand. The personal brand is where it's at. And what does that mean? That means when I started Family Medicine Rocks 2 years ago, I really thought that branding yourself to a cause or to an issue is really the way to go. And I don't think that anymore. To really move the needle out there, to really make an impact, I think that you got to be yourself all the way. You got to be your own type of personal brand. You got to be out there, on your own, using your own name, your real name, as a personal brand, as a commentator, a pundit, not trying to hide behind a cause or an issue. So those are 4 things that I will share with all of you. There's more, but those are kind of the 4 type of insights that I have learned over the past 4 weeks there.